The series is based on the book Street Data by Shane Saphir and Jamila Dugan. Real briefly, in case you've never heard of Street Data, you didn't listen to the podcast, you're not familiar with the book, I'll give you a very quick overview of why the approach is so different. It's not a prescribed solution to try. It's an approach to discovering the solutions within your own building and community. And the main core of that is deeply listening to students at the margins. It's finding those students in your building who rarely, if ever, get a seat at the table. And so it's designed to be a custom fit for every school.
My teachers have been encouraging me, helping me in my math and reading and writing. That's how I've been improving.
Have told me to not give up, and when I tell them that maybe I'm really dumb, they tell me I'm smart, and sometimes they take me on groups and help me out with my work.
One class, there was like a substitute, and she said that substitute was saying that me and my friend were mixing up our names when we weren't, and then she told me to shut my mouth, and I felt mad, and I felt like I felt like I wasn't welcome there.
So basically, the environment around my classroom is very calm and it's like you would be in a peaceful, calming place.
Some of them, they're positive around me, and that causes I'm inspired by them.
Yelled, and I don't like when people yell. It's just very unwelcome. Yeah.
Well, this one time, I was blamed for doing something I did not mean to do. And I did not get a chance to explain myself.
If I were to be at recess and someone got in trouble, there would be if the teacher's not understanding the situation of what's going on between two students, then yeah.
I remember in second grade when my teachers asked us what culture you're in and what foods you like to eat, and I feel like that helped people really express their feelings, and it helped people explain who they are.
Is definitely to be open-minded to everyone's opinions and use those opinions to create the outcome of whatever we're doing, whether it's like a group project or just an answer to a question. I think the best thing they can do is just take everyone's opinions.
I feel like sometimes teachers might pick one person to answer, suppose they're not raising their hand because they don't really know the answer. I feel like sometimes teachers pick on them.
I think that sometimes teachers assume a little bit too much of the students. They assume that they know, say there's a certain question that they just assume that they know, and no one's very eager to answer the question. But when someone does, the teacher might be a little harsh on they thought that the student would know the answer, and they put them on the spot so other people won't be might be a little uncomfortable to answer the next question, worried that they might be put on the spot as well.
I'm a different place and I know a different language. Mm-hmm. My teacher knows a little, my first grade. She started giving me books to tell me how to read, talk. The more that I paid attention, I was able to speak English. Then I made a friend, which was my first one, and he helped me with a few more words to say. Mm-hmm. And then that's how I came to here. He tried to make it feel like I got it almost right, mm-hmm. So he says that was close. Okay. But in real reality, it's not. Okay. The more that he kept doing that, the more that I got better at it. Okay. I think that's all.
So that was really a help. Right?
Yeah, that was like a help. So yeah.
Teacher yelling at someone or me, that would make me feel like I want to go home or not welcome.
So some teachers, they make learning fun. They give you work and explain what to do and let you work with a partner that you want to work with. One thing that I've encountered is that some teachers would see something happen, like something bad would happen, and they would look at one specific student and say, it's them, without even knowing what's going on.
Has that been you? Okay. And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel like they don't even know what they're doing. Like, they're just saying it's me because I've done stuff in the past, but I haven't done that. And they're like, oh, it's always them. It's always him. I know how to speak Spanish like. And he's like, no, you're not Hispanic. You don't speak Spanish.
They said that to you?
Yes, he said that to me.
Wow. How did that make you feel?
That's racist.
I felt very supported, and the teachers do help me a lot when I'm like very upset or sad, and it makes me feel better when they tell me things that can help me to calm down, and they really support me.
I think something like that they could know about me is that like sometimes when things can get maybe like, I guess kind of like more on an argument, sometimes I can't, like I don't cool off, and maybe I need like staff members to help me with that, so that I can like maybe just walk away.
My religion, because a lot of people don't understand me about my religion and how things hurt me different than other people.
My favorite, or at least a quality that all of my favorite teachers have, is that they treat me like a person that's capable of making mistakes instead of like a robot that just does a bunch of schoolwork.
Like they don't only follow like what the county gives them, like when they add their own notes and stuff, and you can tell that they're like genuinely trying to do their job.
Like sometimes they give a lot of work and then expect it to finish in that period, and if you don't, they like give you a bad grade. And then it makes you feel like, oh, I don't want to learn in this class anymore because I already got a bad grade.
One student does one thing wrong and like in the beginning of the year, and then like they kind of like hold a grudge on that for the rest of the year. Another one is a lot of favoritism. I see that even a lot of my teachers, like I don't have favorites, but that happens.
Like they be asking me like if I need help with like any other work or if I need help with work from their class. Yeah, because I'm not the only student that they help. They help multiple other students too, so like they could feel like they fit in too with every other student.
Like name calling that isn't biased, so like drawing sticks and things like that, so that it's not like kids don't feel targeted, but also there's a way to understand if everybody's on the same page. Like I'm very talkative in classes, but I have friends that aren't, and it's kind of, they're scared to ask questions. So that, and then group projects I know not all students do, but I think a good 50-50 between group projects and like solo things help the students that kind of need others more. I like a talking problem when I was younger, and I remember I had one teacher who was like, you have these 3 sticks and you can only speak these 3 times. And I was like, well, what if we're in the math period, what if I have questions? And it's just stuff like you understanding how to help a child without like taking their voice away, I guess, was a thing for me. It really, really bothered me in classes.
The students, if they need help, and when it's like my turn to ask for help, sometimes they ignore.
Do you think that's on purpose?
No, but sometimes.
How does that make you feel?
For me, it makes me feel not sad, but also not happy, because they could help me too. instead of like helping other students, they can help like the people that they don't help.